Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. Hope everybody's having a great day. I got a great video planned out for you guys. Little bit of talk today about what I think could happen in the next couple weeks with the stock market, with the price of precious metals, with a lot of different things. And I think there's something big going on that a lot of people aren't talking about right now, but I think it is going to come more into light because we did see the stock markets take a bit of a hit last week as the week closed on Friday, and I'm wondering if that could continue. However, they said that it was because of the job numbers, which is kind of funny because with good job numbers, supposedly good job numbers that they put out, you would think the markets would be going good. However, I don't think that the drop necessarily was as much of the job numbers as it could be something else. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think of the video. I'd love to hear y'all's comments. And just even if you just put in something small like good morning, it helps out the channel because more comments means more feeds, I guess you can say, that with the YouTube algorithm. So anything written in there is good. So take a quick minute, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And with that being said, let's jump in because we do have a lot to talk about today. One of the big things I want to talk about is what's going on in California and how that could drastically affect a lot of things. And I know some people right off are going to say, no, not really, but we're going to get into that here in just a minute. So right off the bat, let's take a look at what silver is doing. At the current moment, it is only 9:30. I'm doing this video super early, 9:30 on Sunday night. So we could still see some stuff happen throughout the week, throughout the night. But right now, silver is trading at $30.23. Moving on, we got the silver futures trading at $31.30. So we got about a $1 spread there, which, you know, that's a good spread. I still am positive on where silver is going. However, if the futures price keeps inching down, that could be a sign that we could start seeing silver kind of start coming down too as well. We'll take a quick look at gold right now. Gold trading at $2,684. It has been going up, but I think that silver could be going down shortly, and gold could be coming down a little bit too. That's a dip. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's going to go down long term, but a dip is a dip, and I'll take it. I know some people say that they'd rather just keep stacking no matter what and buy regularly and get rid of that fiat dollars and move into precious metals. And a few cents ain't going to matter in the long run, and maybe it won't. But for me, I do look for the dips because it does give me a good opportunity to pick up a little extra even. Taking a quick look at the DXY index, we're not seeing a whole lot with the DXY. Still trading just below 110, which is good for that. But we do have the Fed meeting coming in about 2 weeks. We got the new administration rolling in pretty much a week, less than a week. So that's going to obviously have a little bit of hype. We're going to see how things are going to go. A lot of big changes could be coming as early as literally the day the new administration comes in. We could see some drastic changes. We'll see. What I really want to talk about, though, today, like I said, is what's going on with the markets on Friday. And one of the key things I want to show people real quick is what happens when people pay into insurance companies. You know, everybody has some sort of insurance. Either you got home insurance, flood insurance, maybe you got fire insurance, maybe you've got, for a lot of us, we hold precious metals, dollar insurance. That's why we buy precious metals. Maybe you have car insurance, that type of stuff. But what happens to all that money that gets paid into these insurance companies? A lot of people don't think about it. I asked someone that today, and the response I got was, I don't know, they just set it aside in a bank account or something and until they need it, to pay off something. And I said, that is probably what a lot of people actually would think, but that's not actually what happens. When you have insurance companies, a lot of that money that flows into these insurance companies, the bulk of it gets invested. A lot of it gets invested in the stock market. Some of them buy bonds, some of them buy stocks. Some of them pay out claims, but a small portion really gets paid out in claims. I mean, insurance company has racked up, and now they're putting a lot of these stories out that the average home is underinsured. My personal opinion, I think they're overinsured. I hate to say that because I know that's not the norm, but for me, from what I have seen, insurance companies on my couple houses that I have, they want to run the price up. Now, honestly, if something happened, I mean, it's devastating. You lose everything. But then when something happens, are you spending a lot of time fighting with your insurance company? I seen during Hurricane Harvey, insurance companies wanted to kind of not pick and choose, but, I lost a lot of shingles on my roof. And what did they want to do? They want to just pay to, I'll say, jerry rig it, fix, they don't want to put a whole new roof on. They just want to patch it, I guess is the proper word. And so my opinion, I don't really like insurance companies. I have a big issue with insurance companies. I am against insurance companies. But what's important to take from this is, and I understand, first of all, for people that are watching this video that are saying, because I've had a lot of people tell me, you realize if you cancel one type of insurance and that happens, you lose everything. And I am well aware of that. Obviously, if a flood comes in and floods me out and I don't have flood insurance, that's going to be devastating. If a storm comes in and I don't have wind insurance, that's going to be devastating. However, what I want people to understand is where all that money does go. A lot of it doesn't go to pay claims. A lot of it doesn't really go to reinsurance. A lot of it goes into the investing, and they invest that. And at first, I didn't realize exactly how big, I'll be honest, the scope of these fires are. Until I started talking to somebody, and I talked to them at first, and when they brought that up, I was like, oh my word, really? Because only 20, and some people might find this a little, I don't know what the word is, insincere. I mean, 26 people now have passed away from this. Now, 26 people, obviously one person is too many, but 26 people did not seem to me at first like it was as big of an issue until I actually started researching, watching videos, seeing what is actually going on over there, not firsthand, but through YouTubers and stuff. And I'm like, oh my word, the amount of houses. Some people are estimating now 26,000 homes, I think it was. Needless to say, you can see whole cities wiped out. And when you see some of these numbers, they don't even have this stuff under control. It's just continuing to grow. And part of me thinks, man, what happened on Friday when the stock market started to tank? Was it really just the jobs numbers? Or was it smart money pulling out because they know insurance companies are going to have to sell stock to cover a lot of these claims? During Hurricane Katrina, a lot of insurance companies had to pull out of the stock market. You would see when they had major hurricanes in the past that the stock market would dip. It'd have like a rough couple weeks. And we haven't seen that yet with these fires that are happening. And I can't help to wonder if we're going to feel a huge sell-off coming this week. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. It's not just the fires, obviously. Like I said before, the elections, now we've changed over. We're changing over administration next week, essentially. Is it next weekend? It's on the 20th, I believe. So, yeah, pretty much a week away. And then a week after that, we have the Fed meeting that everybody's saying, well, with the amazing job numbers, there's no need to cut interest rates anymore. The economy is good. It's booming. And I'm like, I just don't know. But if the stock market tanks because of a huge sell-off, I have to say, what do you think will happen to cryptocurrencies? And what do you think will happen to precious metals? Now, in the long run, I think precious metals are going to do okay. There's just too much uncertainty in the world right now to think that precious metals are going to plunge and stay down drastically. But I mean, it's definitely something to think about that a lot of people aren't really talking about. And that's why I kind of wanted to do the video, just to give people something to think about. Do I think it's going to be the end of the world? Nope, I don't. I just think we're going to continue to see prices on a lot of stuff inch up. And I can't even fathom what the building costs are going to be in California to rebuild. It's crazy. So wanted to talk about that. I'm looking still for a dip. I know some people would say in the comments, I have been reading them, quit waiting for a dip and just buy now. If you've been stacking for a while and you have a good amount of silver already and maybe a little bit of gold put away, it's in your best interest, I believe, to look for opportunity. And do I think $30 is high for silver? Not at all. But if I think that they can manipulate the price down a little bit and drop it to 29, or if the stock tanks and people have to sell to cover their short positions in cryptocurrencies or in stocks, what are they going to sell? The easiest thing, first of all, is to sell is going to be cryptos. You can recoup a lot of cash by selling your crypto position. And a lot of people are margined heavily on crypto. So, I mean, if you're margined heavily and crypto starts tanking, you could be devastated instantly. But a lot of people will probably pull to cover short positions. And then paper silver and paper gold on top of that, they may have to sell to cover short positions. Out of curiosity, Bitcoin price. I'm curious right now, what is Bitcoin up to? What did it do over the weekend? You know, you got Bitcoin right now at 94,200. A lot of people that I'm hearing are like, you ought to buy this opportunity. This is an opportunity to buy. Personally, I still think it can go a lot lower. Now, I know a lot of people on this channel are biased because we are more into precious metals, not as much Bitcoin. But I do think it can get ugly with cryptocurrencies come next week, especially if a lot of stocks start selling off. And I think even gold and silver could dip a little bit. But I think there's a lot of people that are looking for opportunity in gold and silver. And the lower it goes, the more people will want to buy. I can tell you right now, if we see it inch down to 28, I will buy a bunch. If we happen to see silver go down to 25, I will start backing up the truck. I don't think that precious metals can stay down for long. I actually was watching a video earlier today from another channel, and he was talking about copper and copper mines and how this is going to be a huge year for copper. And personally, I don't think it will be. I hate to say that. It could go up, but keep in mind, if the economy is bad, you have to ask yourself that. Is the economy bad? Is manufacturing slowing? Are people buying less because people are tight with their money because it's getting harder and harder? What do you think is going to happen to the price of copper? That is mostly an industrial metal. Now, I know some people will say the same thing could apply for silver, but silver and gold are both industrial metals and essentially monetary metals. Gold is mostly just monetary. Silver is monetary and industrial, but I would say copper is mostly industrial. And if industrial demand slows, I don't think I would want to bet on copper or a copper mine, you know. So I don't know. It's something people do need to think about as they are positioning themselves for this year. This is going to be a crazy year, I think. I'm looking for any video content ideas. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. Just letting me know what you'd like to see a video on. I am trying to get ideas for videos as it is getting harder and harder. I'm trying to still work on my house. I'm trying to get my videos done a little earlier. And, you know, so that's why I'm doing it at 9:30 right now. With that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button. Help me out. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I'm trying not to get the video super long. I've noticed that there is a trend where the video watch time drops if the video gets too long. So I'm kind of inching back to the 15-minute videos if I can. We'll see what happens. I thank everybody for watching, and I hope to see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.